She loves to watch. As the house plays havoc in the little girl's heart, she watches Mr. Silver Berkeley copper clothes in the dark.
Okay, are we on? I'm Art Fein. This is Little Art's Poker Party. Once again, interrupting a perfectly good conversation we were having before the show started. We're going to try and keep up this witty pace for the next 27 minutes here at beautiful Group W in Santa Monica. This is Little Art's Poker Party number 6, and we got a bunch of really impressive guests today. I'm humbled. It's really something to get musicians of this caliber. The former leader of VOM, we have on my right Mr. Richard Meltzer. And welcome to the show once again.
Okay.
And once again, carried over from last week, the former drummer for the unbelievable Sheiks of Shake, Mr. Paul Bodie. Welcome to the show, Paul.
Hey, what's happening, Mr. Art?
Salam. And over here, to his left, is the guy from that explosive group from Downey, the
Blusters.
Blasters, that's it. Mr. Dave Alvin. Nice to
Let's
see
hear
you.
it for Downey.
Yeah.
And Dave, seeing as how you're here, I expected you. I thought I might return this this book that I borrowed from you.
This is a real good book. Did you ever get a chance to read it?
Thaddeus Borowski.
Did you like it?
It was pretty grim.
Yeah.
It was like saline drawn out a little bit so that every paragraph wasn't grim.
Yeah. Well, not everything, but
Yeah.
it's good reading bedtime stories.
It's a little shorter than Celine.
This isn't Connie Martinson Talks About Books. This is Little Art Plays Poker. So I want you guys to
So why don't somebody deal?
So, Richard, would you explain tonight's game?
Yes, we'll be playing at least one hand of 3-card flush in hell.
Uh-huh.
First,
I don't recall how you play that.
ante $15. No, the dealer antes for
Paul, are you playing
all
this one?
participants.
No, I'm going to sit this one out because I can't play
participants.
cards.
Okay, it's been shuffled. Here we go.
3-card flush in hell.
Yeah, okay. 1 card down, 4 cards up.
And the point of this game
The object here is to make a flush of 3 or more cards utilizing the whole card. It must be a flush that follows suit, whatever you've got down there. If nobody in the course of a hand makes that 3-card flush, we'll deal another.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. First card up.
See how you doing, Richard.
Yeah, I know how I'm doing. Is I would say this queen here bets first.
Queen's got a good hand. I'll go $25. That's one of the blue chips, Dave.
How's your week been, Richard? I haven't seen
My
you
week?
for a couple of weeks. How have you been?
Oh, it's exhausting being.
Are they still messing with you?
Who was messing with
Just
me last time?
life. Just life.
Well, yeah, it's like too many people have my phone number, and I've had to do such things in the last week as somebody wanted to borrow my girlfriend's typewriter, right? Which she was in New York. So what I had to do was drive to her house, get the typewriter, and drive it to the house of this person. Okay? Then this person broke the typewriter. This is a person that doesn't drive. So I had to then go get the typewriter from the person, take it to the shop. They wanted too much money. Had to go back and, many trips with a large typewriter.
You sound like a pretty good boyfriend.
Yeah, well, this was from her to, this was her typewriter, which was bust while she was gone.
Speaking of busting, I might bust soon on this hand. We ever in $25?
Yeah? Okay, I'll deal another.
So, I haven't seen you popping up in the reader too much lately. I mean, it used to be monthly. I used to be able to
It is
depend
still
on
monthly. I was in there
What
2 weeks
time
ago.
of the month? This is like a personal question. What time of the month do you appear?
Well, it's every 4 weeks. 2 weeks ago, whatever the day was. 2 weeks
So
from 2 weeks from yesterday, a Thursday, whatever.
Roughly, I mean, like the Pasadena swap meet is the first Sunday every month. You know this regularly. Are you going to be in like first week every month, you think?
Let's see. If I was in 2 weeks ago, that was the second week of June.
I would guess
You might
so.
say.
Yeah.
So I was.
What did you write about?
I had a cover story about they had an Olympic Arts Festival issue.
Oh, that's
So they wanted me to write about artists as athletes. So I say, well, yeah, okay, I'll do that.
What do you mean? Like, was Van Gogh a good pole vaulter?
No, did he have stamina, courage, spatio-temporal, blah, 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 And so, It's not just the physical trip. It's the inner game of tennis and
But
right.
that wasn't one of your special columns. That was a special column, but
Well, it
you
was
had
a
it counted
cover-
as your monthly column, right?
They ran it the same week as the column. But the point was that like 3 paragraphs into it, I didn't want to do it, and so I had to come up with some product, 20 pages worth, on the subject.
On the Olympics.
It's the same way
Yeah.
Dave writes songs. It's no different. So
Yeah,
just got a deadline, you got to do it.
That's right.
right.
That's right. But you wrote one about your socks, which I thought was pretty neat. I've
Yeah.
always used to say that when I'd like to write an article about how I file my records,
Yeah,
And you got to do one like that
yeah.
about socks.
Well, they had a special fashion issue, and so they thought my column was due that week. So why not write about my entire wardrobe? So I listed all my socks, T-shirts by color, size.
But with stories that go along with
Oh yeah, what the sock reminded me of.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, what do the socks that you have on remind you of?
These are the socks that I called ugly golfer's blue. This is the color.
That does look like
And
some golf
I mean,
pants.
I normally keep my shoes on while wearing these, but it's hot, so I took them off and.
That's the whole story, the ugly golfer.
Well,
Yeah.
I once had the
What party
first
did you go
first
to?
bandline shirt that I ever had in my life that my mother gave me was this color. I didn't like that one either.
Who got you those socks? They're wonderful.
I actually bought these myself, but
Oh.
the lighting was different. I got it at the May Company.
Yeah, I think so. I think it had to be
Yeah.
dark or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, your paper, The Reader, is really kind of getting up to date now. I noticed they're running shopping guides just like the Weekly does.
Yeah.
Melrose downtown.
Yeah.
La Brea between Melrose and Third.
Torrance.
These special issues
Yeah.
that is really exciting if you got a lot of money.
That they assume will get advertisers, and,
Yeah, it's,
and usually don't. So.
Yeah, it's a great
Back
system.
Well, the more advertisers they get, maybe they could pay you a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean,
So did we resolve the Chuck Berry question last week? Because
I
I think
don't-
you just sort of gave up, and I know some people out in the audience land were not satisfied with the resolution of that.
matter of fact, we got a lot of letters
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
A lot of letters.
Yeah.
More than 6.
Yeah.
About 8.
Yeah.
That nobody's faulting except you, Chuck Berry's prominence in the world, because you've turned to a jazz man now, and don't
'Cause
care
you're
about
older.
rock and roll. And,
Well-
and you can still care about old rock and roll. I mean, you're old, but ain't we all?
Yeah. Well, see, the thing about, I mean, you're going to set me off on another tangent first, which is I've been thinking just
Well, we
this
always
week,
seem to do that.
what is it that I abhor about rock and roll these days? And one of the things is that it has no revealed history. Is that yes, people are aware of its history, but its history is not part of the gestalt the way jazz is. So when you get something like, so you have such things as oldie stations, jazz stations play everything. I mean, those they should. But and in some other cities they do.
KKGO has a playlist,
Yeah,
man.
this is true. It's a horrible station.
Yeah. I
mean,
But
they
in New York, they have many stations that actually play all of jazz.
Well, we're in the
And-
Big Orange
Yeah,
now.
and
We're,
you're
we're
listening
talking
to
about the Big
radio.
Orange.
You're listening to
But
radio,
anyway,
which
what bothers me about rock and roll is that it keeps it assumes that I mean, since the marketplace is so important, forget about the fact that certain archivists like yourself are devoted to older forms. There are bands who shuffle this stuff in because it's demographically feasible to make a buck off playing riffs that nobody's heard in 10 years because today's kids are idiots and they, they don't even know George Harrison or something. So the point is that very little of, it seems to me, of what is successful in that marketplace is dealt for expression purpose. It is mostly to make up for the fact that these kids don't know nothing, right? And so
But I thought we were talking about Chuck Berry.
no. So I was going to say about that is the fact that when Chuck Berry was on the Grammy show, they had
Ooh,
George
don't mention
George Thorogood and
Hey, weren't you guys?
and who else? George Thorogood and I forget who else.
Got the hat.
Stevie Ray
Yeah,
Vaughan.
playing with him. And it's like, to me, even the fact of there having to be George Thorogoods and whatnot every so often, it's sort of silly. I mean, but the point is, similarly, Branford Marsalis
Yeah.
is nothing but, a revivalist.
Right.
He's playing,
He's
playing mainstream 50s pop
Yeah,
on
and
his
he
tenor sax.
and he dresses in a suit. He looks real serious.
And he's on a rock and roll label, CBS.
Yeah.
And he's functioning pretty much in the marketplace as a rock and roll type, structurally speaking.
Sure.
And so I think that he's not the one to deliver that message, even if it is possibly true.
Yeah.
Is anybody working
No,
on a
there's-
flush here? Dave already
I'm
dropped.
dropped. I'm
That's
sorry.
interesting.
You're
So
out.
it's just it's down to me and you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got the high card.
Enough
I'll
about
go,
Chuck
I'll
Berry.
go $20. We didn't get any Chuck Berry. So Dave,
I'd like to get into that Grammy show.
Oh yeah, hey, well tell us about the Grammys. We've never been to the Grammys.
I never been to the Grammy. I was gonna go.
Yeah, I mean,
but somebody decided they
so
didn't want us to
the
go.
band was scheduled to play and then unscheduled.
You actually were?
Yeah, we were gonna back Chuck up.
and what happened?
We got a phone call the day before the Grammy saying you're not gonna back Chuck up.
Well, whose fault was
I
that?
think it was Chuck's.
You didn't take a bite out of the end of your smoke, did you?
No, I pierced
no
it.
wonder it didn't.
No, I pierced it really
wondering
His music
why
is
it
still
wasn't
all right.
lighting.
Oh no, it's never all Chuck Berry. No, what had happened was, what had happened was, although I was upset for about a day, then I realized that Chuck Berry's a lot better than I am, so I can't get that mad at him. But what happened was when he agreed to go on the Grammys, they said, well, we'll have the Quincy Jones Orchestra back you up.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to be in tuxedos and all that. And then we're going to bring out this Thoreau guy and this Stevie Ray Vaughan guy. And then the producer who we had worked with, I guess a couple of years ago, had this great idea. Well, let's get the Blasters to back him up. And then they contacted us, we flipped, and we contacted his manager and said, well, look, we're not going to wear tuxedos, blah, blah, blah. And then Chuck's manager got back to somebody saying, well, Chuck was really counting on the Quincy Jones Orchestra. So,
Yeah, he doesn't often play without a full orchestra.
Do you think Chuck wanted to maybe do Thriller or Beat It or something
no,
like that?
I don't think it was that. I just think it was, here's this guy that's been in jail a couple times, and somebody
according to everybody else, never according to himself.
Yeah, but
he
I mean,
always denies it.
He's been to jail. I mean, they got photos, and, you know, you got a guy that's pretty bitter, and for all the browbeating that rock and roll people and rock critics and rock musicians have done about Chuck Berry, he still hasn't got the due that he deserves. You know?
Yeah, that's I agree with you there.
It's interesting
but he.
But the thing was, he can go on the Grammys. He's got Quincy Jones with the best orchestra in the world, and everybody's wearing tuxedos, and he's leading the band.
Oh, but they weren't.
That's a hell of a lot better than going on in front of us.
No, see, the only thing about that, they weren't very good.
It was like,
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that Charlie Parker was
it has nothing
dead.
to do with. It has nothing to do with music. It has to do with. It just has to do with the image. Here he is going on in the 8 million homes, or how many people watch the Grammys, and it was Chuck Berry. And it's like, hey, I'm Chuck Berry, and I'm bitching, and I can't blame him for that.
Well, they gave an award to him and an award to Charlie Parker. I mean, is that the context of Branford's thing or no?
Yeah.
I guess. And
It
so,
could have been where it started.
But so Charlie Parker's dead. So and it says in the notes to the book that he's influenced Phil Woods and I can't remember who else. Some totally ridiculous off the wall, not the alto equivalent of Lou Tabakin, somebody. But I mean, it just so happens that his widow married Phil Woods. I mean, there's even a deeper connection there.
Huh.
And Chan Parker.
I read that in Art Pepper.
But anyway, it was like at least he was dead. So however they packaged the giving of his award, whatever.
Yeah.
But with Chuck, he there was real complicity in the way that he received his so-called due.
I didn't watch it.
Did we go in your bet? You're going to roll me another card,
I'll
Richard?
roll you another card.
Dave, I heard a rumor they're going to rename the World Theater the Blaster Theater because it is just down the street from the X Theater. Is that true?
Yes, that is true.
Oh, that's great. 'Cause that's nice.
good.
3 for $250. I think it's a
true.
wonderful theater, and you're safe there.
Both theaters have germs.
You're always safe because there's armed guards all the time. So, it's a good place.
Well, it's like Film X this year. They have a strip. The logo is a strip of film and an X.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Yeah.
I saw that too.
I thought it was advertised for Malcolm X.
So I
myself.
just get bummed because everywhere you go there's an X and it's just such a perfect thing.
Yeah.
you don't
the
see blasters.
street. Yeah, you don't see blaster written on railroad crossings.
Yeah.
Dave, you're more accustomed to doing interviews with your brother on hand, and I know this is sort of out of context for you because you guys are joined so closely that, you didn't do things in tandem. So I really want to make you feel at home, so I'll just fill in a little as your brother for you.
Okay.
You're stupid! You don't know what you're talking about! Are we almost at 15 minutes? Because we're going to have a musical interlude, and I don't know what the timing is right now.
Are you gonna sing?
But, no, actually, we have a very special guest in all the way from Hollywood. Richard, we're near the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bet $50 on a
$50?
3-card crush betting that I've got a spade
Okay,
down
50,
there.
all right.
And what is the outcome of this?
Well, let's see.
I was just bluffing, and you?
And I was bluffing too. So
Oh,
we'll,
my gosh,
we'll
you
be
know,
another.
God, I beat all you guys.
The drama here is
pile
really
stay there,
incredible.
right
Want to make it blackjack?
You're going to have to...
It's wonderful having
Would you
friends
like
in
to
show
deal?
business.
Yeah, let's
okay,
we'll deal some
around
blackjack.
blackjack.
Yeah.
While we're setting up.
And this is a very professional show. Did you ever go to the prom, Richard?
I went a prom.
You went to a prom?
Yeah, it was unbearably. It was
Is this your
total
senior
agony.
year prom?
Senior year, very unpleasant.
What did you have? What did you wear?
I had a white tux and a flower, and
You
I
still have it?
shaved. Nope. I shaved. I didn't shave a lot in those days, and so I used an electric after showering, and somehow it doesn't. You have to
Doesn't
be
quite
pretty
do it.
dry, and so I kind of cut myself up a lot with the razor, and the evening went from there.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty interesting story. Listen,
Yeah.
we have to. Speaking of cut-ups, we've got.
No.
We'll continue
No.
on this subject a little more in a few
Did you?
minutes.
No.
After the musical interlude, you guys quit talking. We're gonna
Oh.
talk over it. It messes up the introduction here. Coming in, it's a very special guest. We're very proud to have with us tonight, Mr. Carlos Guitarlos.
Hello. The love I want is the love you got. And for me, there could be no other one. Yeah, your way. I know you'll be back someday. But till then, I will be the lonely one. If times get so hard, you cannot love me. Won't you help me love me and try and pull me through? And we can do it together. Well, if you want to, tell me, please let me know. The love we've got is love you want. And for you, there could be no other one. Yeah, I'm away. You know I'll be back someday. But till then, you will be the lonely one. If times get so hard, I cannot love you. I'll help you love you, yeah, and I'll pull you through. And we can do it together. Well, if you want me, tell me, please let me know. If times get so hard, you cannot love me. Won't you help me love me and try and pull me through? And we can do it together. Well, if you want to, tell me, please let me know. The love we've got, it's the love we want. And for me, there could be no other one. Yeah, your way. I know you'll be back someday. But till then, I will be the lonely one.
Give that guy a hand. Unbelievable.
Wasn't that something?
Of course, we're having much more stimulating conversation during the song than we will while we're on camera. I'm just going to go through a couple things I've seen in the paper lately. You can see this, can't you? It's Chris Morris's review of Johnny Cash box set, where he says embarrassingly uncharacteristic numbers such as Ballad of a Teenage Queen and Queasy Pop, Ludicrous Down the Street to 301. That's it.
You know,
I don't know, they're pretty good
he still
songs.
does the Teenage Queen in concert.
Really?
I've been told.
It's
yeah.
great songs. I don't know what's the
Yeah.
matter with Chris. I don't know.
Yeah, I always liked that song.
You know,
Well, it's that thing. Well, you're a Jack Clement fan.
I don't know about.
And
Well,
that's a real Jack Clement sort of thing. For those of you who don't know about Sun Records, it's like Jack Clement was the guy that came in and started adding voices and strings. And
I'm a Sun fan. I don't make those distinctions. You know.
So he was the Arthur Baker of his era.
You know,
You know Arthur Baker?
You cut yourself shaving, it looks like?
probably. I do that almost every show.
He's going to the prom.
I only shave every couple of months. You know, this is a lot like the Jerry Lewis show that ran for 1 week. It's equally together.
No, this is much better than the Jerry.
Did you see any of it?
I saw the first 30 seconds of when he walked out with a duck and I turned it off.
You have a TV now.
No, I was at someone's house.
Oh, okay. Because when he had Shecky Green, on, you didn't see this. So Shecky Green, that's a good idea too. He says he did. I had 2 different stations. I caught this same kind of exchange where Shecky Green says, "What's all these kids listening to today?" You know, and I say, "What is he going to do? Is he going to do, you know, Blasters? Is he going to do
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson?" He says, "You know, my daughter just bought a record. You ever hear the Bay City Rollers?" It's like, wow. And then the band strikes up the thing going dun 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 dun, you know, like Rocker on the Rock Pile. And he sings Saturday Night. It was too much.
Yeah.
It's great how up to date.
Saturday night, I just got
Saturday night.
So this is a routine he's
that's
been
a-
doing for the last 10 years,
Yeah,
right?
He hasn't updated
10 years.
Whatever, yeah.
I saw it was a bad dream.
So in this, and like in line with Jerry's show, I might add that this is Richard Meltzer's first appearance on TV, first ever, and
Okay.
it's like Prince.
Glad to be back. For the,
What was it? We're going to talk about. We don't like to do movie. You know, everybody in this town does movie and restaurant reviews, and that's all they do because everybody in this town just eats and goes,
And goes
to
to
movies.
movies.
I mean, that's really it. And I'm tempted to do some myself, but I'm trying to, you know, hold back. I mean, the restaurants I like, I don't want you to know about them. I want to go there where there's no crowds. You know, in one word on this show, and the place will be packed.
I remember when the LA Times did a thing in their calendar where they had Pleasant.
Oh,
They
hip,
made a list
hip restaurants.
of like all the restaurants everybody eats at.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, I see my name associated with the El Coyote. Like my favorite place to eat.
Because it's near Slash.
Which is
right?
great because
Yeah.
I never go there, so maybe one
Have
person.
you ever
in
been
town
there?
and- Yeah, I've been there.
How do you like it?
I like the beer.
Oh,
the beer's
Yeah,
good.
as long as it's bottled.
You may remember the first show we talked about the Screaming Sirens picture in Lottie Da column, which is a pretty
Yeah.
remarkable thing.
Yeah.
It's in there again 2 weeks ago, so I think that's a good thing. I think that band
Well,
deserves
look at it
more
like this.
publicity.
If that was your column,
Wouldn't I have my picture in every
That's
week?
right.
You bet I would. Yeah. I
That
would.
wasn't them on the cover of the calendar last week?
No, it was another all-girl
Oh,
band.
okay.
But yeah, so you didn't like Ghostbusters?
Oh, well, you know, I went there expecting Hell's a poppin', you know, and it was all, you know, I just,
It turned out to be about as funny as this show.
it was a little funnier than Dr. Detroit,
Really?
Yeah.
Just a little.
just a little.
Yeah.
And Dr. Detroit was only funny when James Brown was in
Oh,
it. Yeah. I mean, I was, you know,
was
I mean, I went there expecting to laugh, and it was me and a million little kids,
yeah.
and we all just sort of sat there like this.
really, the kids weren't laughing.
No, nobody was laughing.
Really?
It was
Making a
really
lot of money.
weird, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know, but who am I to say?
That's right.
Would you-
Let's write a script, Paul.
Hey,
Did you see Streets of Fire?
I like all of it. Now, there's a movie.
now that's movie making. No, I missed that.
I've been waiting for that to play the Pan Pacific, but it just closed. That would be the theater for it.
That's a bad idea. You know,
I think they may reopen the Pan Pacific just for Streets of Fire.
no, the Pan
50
Pacific
Cent
closing. You know, that might mean that
Pan Pacific, by
it's
the
all
way,
going to be torn down.
was for a while the only place in town to get real butter on your popcorn. However, that stopped about a year ago. And as far as I know, no place. Now, I wrote an article a couple of years ago at the Times about how you can't get real butter except for 2 places, and they're gone.
The Pan Pacific featured on a.
Oh, that's
That's
right.
right.
Elvis played there in '57. When it,
Supposedly-
not at the theater, at the auditorium.
Supposedly, is the greatest shows are at the Pan Pacific, according to somebody.
So,
Yes.
what's
so,
your favorite restaurant?
Oh man, I talked about it last week.
But don't do it
okay.
again.
Thai
Well,
place,
I like there's a Mexican restaurant on Beverly called Casa Carnitas. It's real good. Really,
Oh,
real
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Real dark. They have nice orange soda, big tacos,
Yeah.
and it's fun. You know.
There's a good Mexican place called El Campestre. It's on like Sunset and Kingsley or somewhere around Western.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a great place in Echo Park on Sunset called Barrancas, I think. It's very good. Very dark.
Plus, I like dabs, but you know,
Dabs for ribs.
yeah, dabs for ribs.
Yeah.
Mr. Dab.
Okay, moving right along. That was the end of the restaurant review section of this show.
I thought we were gonna
We've
play
done the movie
blackjack.
reviews. We haven't played blackjack yet with Dave Dealing. So, Dave, how many knitters are there these days?
It's 5 knitters these days.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Drawn from how many bands?
Oh, well, there's me And then there's John and Nick Zine. Then there's DJ Bonebreak from X playing snare drum. Then Johnny Ray Bartell, the star of the old Red Devils, playing stand-up bass.
How do you like that?
Yeah.
So
we got a nice review in the Herald Examiner the other day. That was real nice.
In the Herald.
Yeah, they said that.
Are you buying?
I didn't see it, but somebody told me they said that we sounded like what it would sound like if they went and saw the Johnny Cash and the Tennessee 2 for the first time, which is, kind of a roundabout compliment, because that's probably when they were best.
Who wrote it?
I don't know.
Are there many members of the Weavers other than
There were 5
Pete
members.
Seeger still around? Who's still?
They're all
No, they're all except
the guy died.
the big guy.
Yeah,
He
Lee
died.
Hayes.
Yeah, Lee Hayes. He died.
So you could conceivably share a bill.
Sure,
with,
Holly Near, the Knitters, and
Yeah.
the Weavers
Yeah.
back together.
Well, Arlo Guthrie's not on Warner Brothers anymore. You might be able to get him in the Knitters.
I saw the thing he did about his dad, that thing on Channel 28 that was real good, because they sort of exploded all the myths. See, that's one of the things about that Chuck Berry thing was people like Chuck Berry and Woody Guthrie and Hank Williams, they just get these myths around them, like that they actually did write all these songs and they just came up with this stuff out of the blue, and actually, they were borrowing from a long tradition. Like half of Woody Guthrie songs were melodies of older songs and
Is that right?
stuff like that, yeah. And you want to hit?
Yeah.
Well, against you, aren't we? You don't
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do you in, all
Just
right.
deal the. Oh, I see. You and Richard. Is that high enough for you?
It's a little high. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, I'm out. You know what, we forgot to bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true,
it's
too.
Just as well.
Boy, this is gripping drama. Not only is the dialogue exciting, but the game is terrific.
But this is better than the Jerry Lewis show.
Oh, a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah, it
better.
I mean, none of us are
Richard's a national treasure.
saying, oh, I'm glad the work that you've done for molested children. The world should thank this man.
Yeah, I think we're just going to let it go dark. We always just wind these things down,
Oh, is
but
it done?
it's getting near the end.
Well,
Yeah.
God,
But
nobody's
there's so many
insulted
things to
Let's
talk
see your
about.
socks. Those are pretty good.
My blues.
His?
Very well, yours.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's
thought you were
pretty
talking about-
similar.
What you got, Paul?
I just got
remember
black
there was an
socks.
episode of the Sammy Moreland show where people show their socks. There was precedent for this after all.
Let's see.
Do we have any applause queued up? We'd like.
Blue
What's
socks
that guy
too?
that does the showcase here, where he just looks to left and right on cable? You guys don't get the same cable I get.
I don't get cable.
But there's a guy who plays to an audience of thousands. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Well, just like the king of comedy.
Art?
That's good. Yeah, I'll take another one. It's okay, I'm good.
She loves to watch. She loves to watch. She loves to watch.
As the house stays havoc, little girl's heart. She watching Mrs. Silver Berkeley copper clothes in the dark. Her other walk was fun. Her exercise. She looks through the window in the other girl's eyes. She loves to watch. She sometimes make herself known.
She loves to watch.
Yeah. Well, if